Hi everybody, Humble George here. Take a look at that nice Chevelle. Look at that dude on the front. Yeah, that was me many moons ago, playing my guitar. What the heck's it called? It's called a uh, D'Agostino of New York, isn't that it? I think that's what it is, D'Agostino. Yeah, nice guitar too. Oh boy, is that sucker! For a guitar found in a dumpster broken, it turned out really, really good. But that's not what we're monkeying with tonight. Let's go to the content manager, and I'll show you what I worked on for the last 2 days. It's really, really nice. Wait till you see this. Now, back some time ago, I used to have a car that you'll see if you go into the way early videos. It's called George's Spectre. And it was this very car, actually. Let me get the lights onto the thing because it's got a ton of extra lights. Oh, it's got a 302 badge on the hood. Yep. As a matter of fact, it's got the very hood scoop off of 69. I know that doesn't make it period correct, but let's try to get over the incidentals. It's got the Willwoods, nice tires and wheels, 427 underglass, real chrome headers, big 4-barrel, two fans in the front to keep it nice. We got a full undercarriage oil pan transmission filter. Nice car. Well, at least it's nice looking. What? Well, there's a strange fucking issue with this car. And that strange issue would be it oscillates like a bastard in the corners. And I have yet to figure out why it does it and how to fix it. But we're going to take it out for a little ride right now, and let's pick a skin you might like even better than that. Of course, that's kind of neat. That's the gradients that Uncle M sent me some time ago to get me started. But it's got some. We need more light in here, don't we? Let's get some more light. Go to lights, just add one. Bing. In fact, we'll add another. Bing. And when you add them, you can also move them around. If you're new to a Assetto Corsa, you might want to learn this. I know I went through the steps kind of fast, but don't let that bother you. If you come over to your keyboard and touch the T, looks like a capital T, just hit it, and this whole little menu comes up. It shows you what direction the light is coming from, and that's movable over here if you want to fuck with it. As a matter of fact, it's movable. Where's the little fucking thing that's dropped me down there? Well, we ain't worried about that shit now. But trust me, I think it is movable. But so are these. Grab this little thing and pull this over here, and it'll put the light on the side of the car. It'll put the light wherever you kind of want it. I'm into the rafters. But check it out, guys. It's pretty cool. I was able to add. Man, I just got this huge deja vu, like I've done this shit before. No, I'm not shit yet. Every once in a very great while, something like that happens. But I had to extend the black out into here in order for not to see the back of the engine. And if you saw the back of the engine, you would look down into the compartment here. If you understand 3D stuff, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm sure you've run across what a pisser this is. If you can, it breaks the realism. Because basically, mostly, everything that you see here is one-sided. It has color. You can't see through it if you look from this direction. But like if you played Halo in the old days and you got up into places where you shouldn't be, you look the other direction, it's completely clear. There's nothing to it. And if you get to the side of the pixels, it's 1 pixel thick. I mean, it looks like it's thick, but it ain't thick. So anyway, enough monkeying with that. It's like, here's a perfect case in point. See the other side of this fucking thing right here? Electric box or whatever the fuck it is. Well, you can't see this side, but the other side is missing. See, well, actually, it's cut right off, but... And if I wanted to see the bottom of the headers, this black piece has to be cut out at the bottom so you can see the bottom. But you know what? We're not looking out through the sides of the fenders, which is a real pisser to try to line up. There's a lot of happy things that we're not having a problem with. So at this stage of the game, fuck it. so, because you could make yourself one pisser of a lot of work. You really can. There's no two ways about it. You can make yourself way more work than you're going to get out of it. And it's a balancing act of learning what those perimeters are. Now here's a new skin I worked on. Look at the shine of that critter. Oh my God, look at that. This is the racing skin. And you want to, again, turn the lights on. Now, if you turn the lights on, you also get to adjust the headlights. Although if any of you know how to adjust the headlights and get them to stay adjusted, please tell me. Because for as long as I've had a YouTube channel, as long as I've monkeyed with the content manager, I have no effing idea how to get these fuckers to stay. I can adjust them, they can get them just right, and then the fucker goes right back to fucked up again. I don't know how the hell to do it. You would think that once you got done fucking with it and you brought this down to the bottom, you'd go update model, right? That would make sense. But that really only has to do with when you're fucking around with this line using data. And I used to use this all the time. But what I didn't realize was it prints you a brand new KN5 every time you do that. Which, in some cases, you would say, oh, wonderful, a brand new KN5. Well, it is, but maybe it ain't. Because I have specific things in this KN5, now that I'm using the 3D editor, that I just soon keep there and not have it fucked with. I mean, you can adjust the width of the tires. You can really do a nice job with the editor. But the pisser is, Assetto Corsa uses two separate ways of monkeying with the car or adjusting the car. Let's hit the T again, and that's wiggle the car, hit the T. There we go. You got to wiggle the car if it doesn't respond. In any event, here, let me show you the easiest way I can do. Okay, everything you see adjusted in the car right here is from the KN5. We're looking at that. The width of the wheels, the position of the wheels, everything about it is the way it is. And you'll say, well, Humble, when we get in the game, it doesn't look anything like that. I understand. I've run across that multiple times, and this is the reason. Watch, we'll get out of here, and we got to walk the green mile because I'm just getting the computer fired up this evening. So we got to do the walk-a-rooney so I can get to the place for you. Okay, let's find this happy car. See, Georgia Spectre. February 4th, 2020. February 4th. That was a while back. Well, I must have just started that. Anyway, come to the data folder. Now, you won't even be able to reach the data folder if you don't use the car tuner, which puts one of these in here. And if you ever wondered, why can't I go back in the car tuner after I've already tuned the car? This fucking thing right here. This file. If you want to use the car tuner again, zip this fucker off onto the desktop and go after it. You know, if you wanted to change the name or whatever you want to do, or you wanted to monkey with it, that has to be removed. Now, yeah, look, 5/19/17 is when I did that. That's kind of neat how it tells you. May 19th of 2017 is when I did this particular car. Grabbed it from Donnie here, Small Block here. Not grabbed it, but I mean I got it from the site, and I started monkeying with it. Anyway, to the data folder. Now, if you want to change the width of the tires, where they sit in the car, you have to go to this right here. It's the suspension I&I. This is where the blueprints of the car actually reside. We can adjust the ABR, roll bar stiffness up here, and for the cars about the size of a Camaro, usually 60,000. It seems like a lot, but it's not. You need stiffness, or the thing sways like a bastard. It'll roll, you know, and you don't need the roll all that much. Remember the old Dodge Chargers of the '68, what have you? They didn't roll. Those sons of bitches, they stayed flat planted on the road, and it was really amazing because I had a buddy of mine had a '68. His name was Billy Powers, and Frank McLaren had a '70. And the '68, in my opinion, was a nicer. I liked it better. The '70 was bigger, and both of them had problems with the lower end of the engine. Being 440s, they shit the crank pretty easy. Of course, you're not supposed to over rev a big block, or they shit the crank. Anyway, onward with the fog. Here we go. Front suspension. The tracking. The tracking is the distance between this left wheel and this right wheel. Increasing this moves them farther apart from each other and places them where you want them to be on the car. Okay? Now, some of this bogus fucking nonsense right here with these openings here, I can easily close the openings, but I may render this whole thing dog shit. Or, because these openings are here, it may already have been rendered dog shit. So what we're going to do, just in case, whenever in doubt, copy, paste. It's that easy. You don't have to write the shit by hand. Come in here and now fuck with it. If it shakes a shit, we've already got one, so we're no worse for wear. How do you fix that? Put the little line there and hit delete. Now be careful. You got to keep your eyes peeled because if you delete some of the shit, you've definitely fucked it. Ready? And we can tighten this right up. But humble, does that make any difference? Sometimes it does, and sometimes it'll put a fuck to this and it won't run at all. So just letting you know in advance, don't go ape shit without saving it, or you may have just rendered the car worthless dog shit. Okay, that tightened that up nice. We can tighten this up maybe, and we're going to take it for a drive and see if this helped or fucked it. It'll do one of the two, generally speaking. Now, at the very bottom of tighten, now you don't want to go ape shit. There should be certain spaces so you can see what the fuck's going on. But coming down here, these are called graphical offsets. Uncle M helped coach me about this some time ago. Now, even having these two with the extra zeros on the end could be a fuck up. So you want everything to be symmetrical, but here's the deal. Humble, I got one wheel that's hanging out farther than the rest. How do I fix it? This is how you fix it. Suppose it was let's just go left front wheel. Here's left front wheel. The suspension left front means the brake caliper. Why doesn't it say brake caliper? Don't ask me, it says suspension. So you learn that as time progresses. But it's a curious thing that you have one for each one of these fucking wheels. At any event, come over and read. When in doubt, effing read. Left front graphical offset of the wheel positioning in the x-axis, which is width. All right. Negative, plus is left. Negative is right movement. So if you want it to move to the right and you're on the left wheel, which would suck the wheel into the car, you have a negative and you fuck with these numbers. You can write in what you want to, and that's going to cause the computer to move that wheel. Okay? But you got to move the suspension in as much as the wheel. Or if you end up with a car, the fucking brake caliper is not in the right spot. Either I can't see it, it's gone underneath the car, or it's hanging out too far and it's getting in the spokes. You can adjust it with this graphical offset. But go very gently. Don't just type in 70 fucking numbers or you won't even see it. It'll be off in another county somewhere. All right? So that's the deal. And when you're done with it, hit save. This locks what we just did and either fucked us or made it a better place. One way or the other. Now, the other place that let's see graphical, there's nothing in this, okay? That's something to learn too. Why are there suspension graphics but there's nothing in it? They're not used for this car, but if you don't have this folder, the fucker don't run. Same thing up here. I know you can't see this worth of shit. I'm straining too. See this blurred vision? Blurred vision? Yeah. Open this fucker up. This is your wheel blurring. Okay? Some time ago, months ago, when I started trying to change the wheels from one car to another, I'd end up with a car that wouldn't run at all. Not a fucking lick. It would spit. Every time you went to load it, it would say, "Bam," and wouldn't load it. And you say, what the fuck happened? Okay, these sons of bitches from one. All right, they're not all of these blurred objects are not created equal. Some of them are very slight. Some of them are elaborate fuckers like this. They're a pain in the fucking balls, as far as I'm concerned. I don't like the fucking shit at all. It's garbage. But it's realism. Yeah, fuck it. It's still garbage. Anyway, Uncle M said either make the fucking thing completely blank, like we just saw down here with suspension graphics, and perhaps it'll work. So I tried, and it shit the bed. So I said, fuck you, and wrote blurred vision, which, the same thing, it doesn't even see it. It's looking for blurred objects, but since objects ain't here, vision is, it says fuck it. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Fuck it. Because I don't like that bullshit. It ruins the chrome on the wheels and turns it into a spinning ball of shit. I'm not into it. So anyway, the deal is that got it to launch. And another thing that worked for that, it was, let's see, what was the other one? Oh, the other one that works is if you're. I tried to monkey with the cars that don't have 17 or 18 fucking LODs. Actually, there's only about 4 to 6 on a big car. Levels of detail, LOD, LODs. I didn't know what the fuck they were. Who would when you're starting out learning this shit? How the hell do you know this shit? You don't know this shit. You learn it as you go. So the KN5, there's your collider. This is what keeps your car from, having some substance. Otherwise, it would just go scooting through everything. Anyway, this KN5 is the blueprint of the car. This is what we saw when we went into the showroom. The content manager showroom uses this. Assetto Corsa uses your everything in the data folder is what it's reading. So it's a cross between the two types of file systems. Consider it, for lack of a better way, which is probably totally bogus, but you'll understand it. One is digital, the other is analog. Two ways of giving you sound, but different. Okay? The analog has all the hiss and the pops and all the shit that made music real back when music was like that. And it was warm and full and beautiful. And then digital came along and it was fucking sharp. There was no pops, no clacks, no bullshit. It was either sound or no sound. And when there was no sound, there was fucking no sound. So we loved it. But it lacked the feeling and character, and everything went back to trying to blend the two. All right, enough of this monkey business. Let's go take the car for a drive. You've gotten your lesson on 101 Assetto drive or cars and bullshit. So let's try this fucker out. I did try a race with it to my own demise. Uh, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when I had just got done working with this. Now, put the suspension somewhere we can find these fuckers. How about Camaro Z-28? Well, where's the one we're working on now? That's the one. Z-28 Textures Before Addition. Pop it in there. All right, I'll bring this down to where I can see this fucker so I don't lose it. Here it is right here. Fuck. All right, we'll pop this into there. Now we've got them both. That's the way to do it. Now, these bastards take up a hell of a lot of space, so they got to go pretty soon. They're like a ton of extra cars just waiting to happen. Now, come here. I want to show you something. I harvested a shit... Open, sesame. I harvested a shitload of these fucking extra textures. And I found this cool little guy who I'd like to use as Squonky. Look at his little self. He's a cute little bastard. Let's take a look at him. Well, I'd kind of like to see him bigger than that. There he is. Wouldn't he make the cutest little fucking Squonky if I could somehow get a 3D of that little bastard? Because he looks like what I would picture little Squonky to be. Of course, here's probably where you go to jail for using something that somebody took all this time to do render in graphics art school, and then I use it on my channel and I go to jail. No, well, we got to be careful of that shit. So, anyway, some snakeskin patterns that you could use in the cars in different places. Now, this one was interesting. Check this shit out. I thought we were doing a drive. We are. Don't worry about it. Look at the fucking balls on that ground squirrel. As you see, he's got balls if he's on the back of a fucking rattlesnake going down the fucking road. You got to take your hat off to the fucker at this stage of the game. Okay, let's take a look at look at that fucking thing. Can you believe that this shit's real? Actually, it is real too. Look at that fucker. You wouldn't believe that these are his fucking eyes, because they don't. He looks like he's blind. Yeah, he bites a hold of your fucking ass. You'll know something. They got a mouthful of fucking teeth. I'll tell you what. They may not be venomous, but you probably die of the infection from eating rats and shit. That is one cool looking son of a bitch. No wonder he fell for that bullshit. Well, enough. Actually, that was. Well, we're not getting into that right now. Let's go for a drive in the car. This isn't Theological Expositions 101. That gets off into a fucking tangent. Okay, not that it ain't a good idea, but onward through the fog. Let's go. Put this shit away. Holy shit, this is what it's like. You fall asleep at 5 o'clock in the evening when the sun's going down. You wake up at fucking, what is it, 10:30 now? It was about 8. Don't even know what the fuck day it is, where you are. Get wood in the wood stove, come up, answer a few emails, which I did, and realize, fuck, it's time to get a video up. So let's get our ass in friggin' gear here. The hat's already on. We've got the IR tracker. That is working like a champ. There we go. See this? I look down, and I've got 90 degrees. I look up, I got 90 degrees. Don't puke, please. I look turn my head to the right. I can go 180, or to the left. I got 180, and that just fucked with my neck. So enough with this bullshit. Now, if you're off center, you got a little key over here. Just clack. Whoa, you little fucker. You just fucked the sound, you dick. Oh, what an asshole. Well, this is video activity. Get out. Don't fuck with anything. Let's just go drive this car, knucklehead. All right, let's do this thing. Let's instead of getting involved with a big ass race and getting my ass chewed up when I'm half asleep, let's just do a hot lap at Spielberg Ring. I don't know what the fuck happened. As far as it looks like shit. This Sol Warm is not doing it for me, whatever the fuck the problem with that is. I was using, now this ACC, don't try to use this, because this is a competizione. That shit don't fucking work with this game. So that's a fucking bullshit. I should never added extra stuff to this, because I pretty well put the fuck to it. This used to work, so let's hope it works again. Look at this shit, 27.4 frames per second. Tell me that ain't fucked up. And I think I can tell you why. That's fucking pitiful. Well, there's another reason it probably runs like a piece of shit. How the hell did we fix that the last time? We went to this. And we went to FX. Added FX. Where the fuck is that? Lighting FX. I think we needed that, but there was more. Reflection FX? Oh, I don't know. There's so much to this fucking... What's this fucking thing? Extends post-processing with more options and live reload for PP filters. Well, whatever. Actually, this is the fucking thing right here. Let's get rid of this. Watch the fucking instant increase in my FPS. Just shit can the extra bullshit. It's cool, but fuck it. Let's see what we got here. Let's go take the beast out for a trail. We got windy, decent time of day. Let's have at it. Enough fucking around, huh? Where's my water? There. Hard to believe you buy fucking water twice. Once through the faucet and then to drink out of a fucking gallon jug. And I hope they're not just sitting at home filling the shit from the faucet and fucking you. But you don't know. I don't know. It's getting bizarre. Okay. Here's our car. And it looks like a nicer day. Come over here and just hit race ready and watch her drop. Boom. Comes right into operation. If you can't adjust by looking at this by fucking with the suspension, you got a problem in the fucking suspension I data deal. There's got to be a negative and a positive to this for these fuckers to move. And if you're adjusting numbers and you ain't seeing nothing happen, it's fucked up. All right. Yeah, it looks better than it did, but it still don't look right. How do you like that white ball? That came from the Corvair. Let's just take it for a hip. What the fuck? See that line? What the fuck is this? Wait a minute. Hang on. I gotta adjust my dude. My dude's in the wrong spot. You see that fucking weird line when you're probably not wearing this fucking hat either. Sorry for all the fuckings. Alright, we want to go. Let's try up. Hey, get rid of. Nope, it's still there. There we are. Oh, fuck. The dude's head. What the fuck? I'm way back there. Look at my ear. Alright, this is a fucking problem. Alright, stepping into myself. I got too much ears. Is that line gone? Good. Don't fuck with this. Set it aside. Alright. Look how dingy and shitty this sky looks. Remember how beautiful it was a couple weeks ago before I fucked with it and added extra sol and all this other bullshit? Why the fuck don't I leave it alone when it's nice? It looks... It's believable, whoa, but it's fucked up. Alright. Now watch. The car's got this weird oscillation problem. See, it's already starting to get fucking weird. We're only doing 110. 10% turbo. See how it's wobbling back and forth. See him jumping around? Watch this shit. It's starting to get very unsettled. See, it's very hard to bring this in a little bit. There we go. Now you can hear me. It feels unstable. Now you guys that are new to Spielberg Ring, this fucking corner, now hang on a second. I'm going to deliberately go off into the grass. I want to show you something. We got lawn in the face. Alright. This fucking corner is tilted to toss you into the lawn. It's tilted away to let the water go out and away from, which would make sense. But when you come into that fast, your car is gonna list to the side, and it's gonna pitch your ass off into the fucking weeds like we are right now. Now in a race, you don't have time to give too many shits about that until you get into the corner where if you're going too fast, you have nowhere to go but the lawn. Okay? So there's the deal to that. Now it seems like a normal sized fucking turn. It shouldn't be a problem. But the pisser is, it is a problem. Because you can't take this as fast as your eyes think you're going without getting spit off into the lawn. Now with cars chasing you all over the fucking place, look at this fucking dismal looking bastard sky. I'm going back to the other fucking sol. I've had it. This is bullshit. I mean, it's real looking, but it's nasty. I like realism until it sucks. Drive, well, we did go off into the lawn, so we did it on purpose, but nevertheless. This one's not as bad. You're going downhill as well as it tilting a little. We're going to try for a little decent hot lap. 30% turbo. See what I mean about the unsettling part? Look at it jumping all over the hell and back. Of course, we're flying too, but nevertheless. Now watch this, coming into here. You there? See it starting that shit? Look at that motherfucker. You worthless piece of shit. Actually, it's not. The fucking car's trying, but there's a fucking problem with it, and I'm not sure what it is. That's not why I offered it up on the site either, so you guys could see what a piece of shit comes out. That was not the object. It's just I was half asleep. Well, I needed to go to sleep is what it was. I put up way too long working on this car. And I thought I would just offer it to you as it is right now. But we got to fix this son of a bitch. Now, if you turn the lights on, you'll see that the fans light up as well. It's got all the accoutrements. It just runs like shit. It could be because it's too high. We might have to drop it down. That could be part of it. I think these are fucked up again. Just look at the color of the glass. See, this is what happens. If we had that asshole blur, you wouldn't even be able to see the spokes. Yeah, that's fucked up. I think we can fix that, though. Are the tires rubbing on the fucking springs? That's a possibility. And believe it or not, the game will take it into consideration. If that's the case, I'll have to bring the springs in slightly, which I can certainly do. It's an adjustment. But the thing, I don't know. It looks cool. We got the chrome covers. Alright. So that's the deal, guys. What the fuck, right? Now watch what happens if we take this car. We go to drive, which we're in already, and we go to race, boom, and we get a whole shithouse load of cars. All right, there's this car right here. Now it's got 18,000 horse. You know what? Fuck those numbers. It equals maybe a 500, 600 horse car. As far as it goes. Just don't worry about the numbers. That's a bunch of horse shit, I think, half the time. So if I come over here and I choose another car like this one, yeah, like that one. This fucking car handles great. It's a fucking awesome handling car. Pick a color we can actually see. Wait a minute, something's wrong with it. Look at that creepy bastard. Anyway, we'll pick that one. I don't think that's really the color. I think I got fucking rogered on that deal. Let me see. This is not the color I get. Yeah, it is. Well, that's fucked up. Well, anyway, we'll take this one. Now, how would I fix those fucking blurs? Now that we're in this showroom, you come over here. Now notice, we're in the very first screen, the UI screen. Take the mouse, come over here and touch this opening. See that thing? This is the fucking blur. Don't worry, it's made out of glass. I did that myself. Go up to the blur and the three little knobbers. Come down to change values. See this blending horse shit? Testing. Bang. Did you just see this fucker come to life? Yep. Hit save. Come down to, there's two sides of this shit. Come down here. Don't get that fucking shit. We don't want the lip. See this? Rim lip. You don't want rim lip. You want rim blur. Lip blur. See the lip blur? If you fuck with this, with the rim, you can see right through to nothing, and your wheel, it's gonna fuck the wheel up bad. You're gonna wonder, what did you do? Watch, testing. Bam. Save. Okay, now we come down here. This is what was wrong with the other one. Frequent trips in and out of the 3D editor makes this go to blending. I don't know why, it just does. But look how much nicer it looks now. And it'll look nice like this in-game as well. So let's take this car, now that we fixed the problem, and, excuse me, we will see how fucked up they look. Anyway, come on, let's go. We're going to take this rascal. We're going to race these sons of bitches. We've only got them down to 88% and 66 aggression. I tried early this morning to do them with 100. Oh, what a fucked up mess. It was chaos gone to seed. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we got 18. Okay, give me one more. 19. Okay. Now this is going to be shit on a stick, so all I can tell you is I will do my best. No, I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. Here, come over to Hot Lap. Take this car out. I want to show you something. Then we may do with the cars in a race, and then I'm going to box this up and get it up on YouTube for you, and I'm going back to bed. Fuck this. But I did want to get something up there for you. It's amazing, but I'm starting to pick up subscribers, and that's a nice thing. It's good to see some folks come and visit and enjoy these. All right, now there's the car. Look at those fucking wheels. They look great. Come over here. I've already got one. Billy Taylor Z. So, boom. Get that right in there. Now, no weird ears hanging out in the midair. Now see, some interiors I can do a lot better because I'm given better tools to work with. Others I can't. Now, Small Block Hero, generally speaking, gives you all the tools you need. Now you want a real toolbox, Vito Fernandez. He gives you tools, oh my God. Every one of his cars is a fucking masterpiece. Gives you so many textures that he builds them out of. This guy is meticulous. He's fucking incredible. You know, back in the day when Alex offered his stuff up on the Extra Miles, I'd never heard of him before. I didn't know jack shit. And Alex was raving about his stuff, and I kind of, I was too ignorant to understand how cool it was. But once I started seeing the internals and what he puts into those cars, holy shit. I ate my words, boy. They were one dog turd after the next. Boy, I had a fucking 10-course meal of my stupid ass remarks because Beato's stuff is fucking killer. All right, enough of this. Notice we got our 4-speed just like I'm using right next to me. Of course, you can't see that, but I got exactly the same handle that I'm using right now. This car is a fucking handling champion. Watch, there won't be any of that oscillating bullshit. See, watch this. Now, I'm not hammering it, but we're doing 120. You can't tell. It's as smooth as a bear. Well, I don't know how smooth they are, but look, we bury it this way. Here, hang on. You might or might not be able to see the speedometer. And you might or might not be able to believe it because not always are they accurate. Depends on what's going on. But this fucker, I can't cheat, nor would I, because it's ridiculous. I don't do that shit. Now, Jody says he knows how to make the chrome not go apeshit like you're seeing. Actually, it looks like, and I think we really are looking straight through to the road, but hopefully not. All right. The speedometer says just about 50, and we're only doing 45. All right, so see, there was a reason. Yeah. We're going, it says we're going faster than we actually are. Now, Jody's good with numbers. He could actually fix that. I could really fuck it up hard in no time flat. So we're not worried about little incidentals like this. All right, we're coming into the corner. Now again, it drops away from you. But look at this. Now here we come into that scary bastard again. Well, it's not scary until you go on the lawn. See that? Right here. It wants to put your ass in the dirt. But this car is a fucking really good car. I don't know why. Some of them come out better than others. Don't think I didn't grab the setup out of this car and slap it into that 71. Didn't fucking matter. Look at this. Now we're going to do a hot lap in it. .257 right there. But watch this. We're still in, whoa, fuck, we're still in business. Look at this car. This fucking car is amazing. Unless you're going along, then you're fucked. Like I just did. Yeah, but it's correctable to a degree. At 30% turbo, it really has a lot of acceleration and a lot of power. You have to be very, very minuscule on the right foot. You can't just jab the bitch to the ground or you're gonna spin the car out. I always race barefooted because I gotta feel what that fucking pedal's doing, or we're in the dirt. Like this, right there. And once you pull that shit, if you thought you were gonna win, you just fucked it. It ain't gonna happen. These long fucking trails out there by the saying hi to the people, yeah, you're done. But we will now that we fucked up that hot lap severely. What a nice car, though. I still think I'm sitting too far forward, but you know, you watch one guy's fucking program to another guy's program. Oh, I think you should sit right up next to the fucking glass so you can see everything properly. Yeah, well, that's dandy. Another guy, well, I want to sit back where I would in the car so it would look normal. Yeah, I've tried the up close shit, and yes, I think I could tell the apex of the corners better, but what the fuck? I wouldn't know from an apex. What the fuck do I know? I'm not a sim dude. I try, but about all I could do is try to simmer down. All right. So here's what we got. Yep, they are down there. And that's in California, that's where they're dumping them out, right there. Now, why you would do that, I don't know, because all it's going to do is all the dust and shit's going all over the fucking car. So you spend half an hour cleaning the car, you start thinking it's fucked just that quick. But nevertheless, let's see how it compares just with that 71. And now I didn't tell you the thing wasn't fast. The thing is a fucking monster. As a matter of fact, I tried it on the drag strip last night, and I was racing against, that Javelin, which is a real son of a bitch. That fucker is amazing. I got the biggest and longest wheelie of any car I've ever had in my life with that 71. I stood the bitch up. I banged third gear, and it got a killer wheelie. But honest to God, we could go back probably into the media. We could probably go back into the replays. And there's the Chevelle drag. Remember that little kid? Yeah, I'm going through cars so fucking fast. All right, now if you can't find the, this must be, what is this? February 17th. That could be now, or close to now. This was yesterday, or early in the morning. Yeah, these aren't even worth watching. These are horrible. Yeah. If it goes to drag race, we got something. Oh. It did. That's yesterday at 3:30 in the morning. Oh, afternoon. Was that the one? 2 minutes. That fucking thing is amazing. Oh God, that car is beautiful. Okay, let me see. 1,000 meter. That's a 16th. So was that? I think it was this one. Let's try this. Let's just play it. It would be about the third bout against the car is where we get this wheelie. I just want to show you. And then I'm just having fun with you. So bear with me. I know it's wandering all over the fucking place. Humble, get your head out of your ass. You're not making a decent video. You're going bananas. I know. Got any sound of this shit? Alright. See how this shit, what the fuck? It's blah. I hate it. It's creepy looking. Lousy looking fucking. I gotta go back to the old Saul. I've had it with this bullshit. Jody's cameras. Alright. The car itself is fucking beautiful. It's strong. Watch this shit. $350 mph. Now try stopping the son of a bitch. Holy shit. It's about the third run. You'll see it. We'll slow it down and do it slow so you get to watch it. It's fucking amazing. I lost, but it's cool. Now this might not even interest you. A lot of people, this is not interesting at all. Try that shit. It's fun. Gotta get the drag packer. It ain't gonna work for you like this. You're just gonna spin like a bastard. You'll never hook up. The track has to be adjusted. There we go. Hang on. Hitting the fucking space bar didn't do it for me. Hang on. We gotta. It'll start in a minute. Okay, let's slow it right down. If you wondered if it really gets wheelies, this ought to remove all friggin' doubt. Let's hit camera 5. Whoa, fuck. That's a shitty shot, but I mean, you can't get a wheelie bigger than that. Now, that's if you're trying to win the race, this is not the way to do it. Because, one, you can't see where the fuck you're going, even if you look outside of the window. And 2, we're headed in the wrong fucking direction. And 3, we're chewing up the back of the bumper as the other guy goes by. But I told you I got a killer fucking wheelie, and I wasn't lying to you. Now, once we hit the ground, the fucking thing goes ape shit right into the wall, which would really fuck up your afternoon and probably foul up the adjustment on the car. There goes sparks and pieces. Squonky will be mad. He'll be working on it for fucking days. We're naturally going to bounce off the fucking wall again while the other guy's hauling fucking balls. Now, is there any chance I can pull my head out of my ass and pass him? Well, the chances are slim. So I'm laying right on the gas again, lighting up the fucking tires all over. Now, where the fuck's the mouse? It's so soggy looking. Oh yeah, at the 400, we're at the quarter mile right now. He has got me by 25, 30 cars, and he is fucking gone. I'm doing 109. Yeah, I'm fucked. I don't even try at this stage of the game. There's nothing I can do. I am fucked. There's no way I'm going to catch him within the 1,000 meter mark. I'm doing 200. Yeah, I ain't pushing it. 228. See, it's going up. There's no fucking way. The guy's killed me. But how could he not kill me? Holy shit. How could he not? You like the 69 hood on the 70? I know it's not period correct. But I like the looks of it. Actually, with none of this bullshit, with just the actual hood, it was real clean. I remember driving one of these once, and it really was very clean. It was, they're a nice handling car, unless it's raining. In the rain, you're fucked. Don't plan on doing too much other than crash, because you're definitely going to crash in the rain with these fuckers. We did that with Carl's 71. We bit the fucking dust one night in the rain. Fucked that car up nasty. Well, trashed it. It was a damn shame, too. It was a beautiful car. In fact, I was going to make this car the same paint scheme, but he had these light blue stripes that came up on both sides, and I have no fucking hood. So we'll have to do it with a different car. But watch this shit. This is cool. All right, it's all four-wheel drive, obviously. Or you wouldn't go anywhere with these fucking cars. But what did the front doing for us now? Nothing. They're in the air. That thing came right off the ground just like that. Now it got a little bit of a jump, but here's where it really gets going. I hit second and I hit third. Oh, there I'm in third right now. As a matter of fact, hang on a minute. Hang on. All right. I'm in second when I start out. Oh, shit. Well, try to keep track of this. I'm in second. What the fuck? It must have blown the engine. All right, there we go. I start out in second. That's the deal. I start out in second. See the little fucking thing over here? I can't adjust it or I move the fucking camera. Neutral third. Third gear at 40-something miles an hour. I banged third and got this fucking monster wheelie. Also, the transmission's adjusted for the maximum speed, not maximum torque. Fucking, look at that wheelie. I mean, what the flying fuck? That's ridiculous. But we're only doing 90 miles an hour, and we're just fucking taking the back of that car off. 100 meters, I'm still on a fucking wheelie. I'm in fourth gear, though, bobbing the piss out of it, and we're doing 103. We're not going any fucking place except the loser's circle. So that's just I wanted to share. Oh, don't start your shit. Go lay down. And that fucked the sound of the video. Usually when that mother comes on, it fucks the sound. It sounded a little funny. Okay, well, fuck it. Go. Here's our featured unit for tonight. All right. Let's take Billy Taylor's famous Z and do this fucking thing. And then we're done. But just a little tour of duty. Bleary-eyed, creepy old humble. I don't know about creepy old, but bleary-eyed for damn sure. I gotta get... Well, in the spring, when I don't have to heat the house with fucking wood, or when I get my shit together and fix that fucking furnace again, properly this time. The thing, you fix something half-assed, you fix it again, and again, and again. You fix it properly, you maybe it'll last a little while longer. Who knows? What the fuck? But anyway, in the springtime when I don't have to heat with fucking wood, which is up every few hours to put more wood in, I can get a full night's sleep. It would be amazing what that would be like. All we're going to do is hit this fucking thing and go. Alright. Oh, I forgot that fucking thing on. didn't need that, you fucker! Oh, fuck! I definitely didn't need that either. Oh, you sons of bitches. There's that javelin, whoa! Fucking speed bumps. %, turbo. Back to 20. Whoa, 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 down, girl. That guy's got naked broads in the car. One of them is naked. Oh, look at that fucking Nova. Oh, shit. Fuck. Ah, oh, you mother. Haven't we done this before? Same fucking place, too. Playing catch up half the time. See what I mean about that dumping you off into the ditch? Fucking weirdo, get out of the way. Leave some road for me, you fucker. Oh, fuck, fuck. Oh, you fucker. See, 50% will get you right past the real fuck behind the gear, bitch. Fucking wallowed. That's a nice looking car, isn't it? Whoa, fuck, fuck, fuck! There's Single Racer, Incognito. You wonder why I take this car. I fucking think it's awesome. Don't bring a gun that don't shoot straight to a fucking war. Or unless you want to get shot. See, adjustable turbo, I need the fucking boost. I got it. Then you get right off of it or you're going to fuck yourself up. fuck, it's nice not to miss a gear though. Now there, we're right back to where we were. It's a beautiful Nova. Can't catch them. Not with 20% turbo. Now I gotta deal with this or I go in the fucking lawn. Oh, look at that fucker. That looks nice too. There's a single racer. I knew Michael was in this. That's a car I did for him. It's a fucking killer car too, I'll tell you. Wonderful machine. Hope he don't take me out on the corner. Fuck, 6th place. Oh man, I was kicking ass, taking names. Here's my buddy Billy. Hey, what's up? What the fuck? I got robbed on another race. That fucking asshole took me out. I can't believe it. My life's over. If you knew him, you'd be laughing. That's exactly how the guy sounds. He looks like that too. Oh, fuck you. What the hell? Yeah, that's Tay. Fuck, that was a good race. Came in 6th, but look at those motherfuckers. I'll tell you what, you say what you want. I can't even begin to imagine anybody not enjoying this. Fucking A. Now, I know we were just here the other day, but this is a great racetrack. This is a really, really, really fun track. It's not necessarily easy, but it's not terribly killer hard. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. At least we waited till it got done this time. I got to show you that Volkswagen Splitty though. Don't escape. You got to see this shit. Now let me just pause this. Let me scoot over to the right car. First of all, that's Camaro 7. I can't tell who the fuck's I'm in. Aha! I'm in the right one already. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Dash cam. I don't want dash cam. That's what I want. But I don't want... What the fuck? Hang on a minute. That's what I want. But what the fuck? I can't move. Why can't I just look around? What the fuck? Oh, I don't know why. Or hang on, maybe I'll be able to... Where the fuck's my feet or my hands and shit? There we go. Now I can look around. Oh, baby. Woohoo! Oh, baby. The Snapper Mobile. Look at that fucking thing go. Holy shit. Fucking, I guess they're going to buy her a new pair of fucking shorts. Are you shitting me? Where the fuck am I? Alright, he's taking taking her for a trip in the lawn. Hang on a minute. Let me go find me. I think that's me right there. Nova looks great. That will spoil your fucking progress. Watch fucking burnout. Fucking guy must have dropped the coffee in his lap. Holy shit! Did you see the fucking wheelie that Nova got? That hurt. 50% turbo. Back to 20. Fucking eye candy. Nice camera. Yeah, there's Michael right there, single racer. I think that's him. No, that one ain't. That might be the Gopher Chuck's machine. I'm not sure. I made one for him, but I never heard anything about it. A little discouraging making stuff for people. They never hear a fucking word. But, no well. No big deal. There's single racer right there. Hang on a minute. pause it for refreshes. Let me, okay, hang on. Bear with me. Is this the one? Nope. Oh, I gotta look at the fucking nice old gloves. Did you know you can do this by? Where the fuck's the mouse? Come on, mouse. Oh, fine. Oh, that guy didn't do too fucking good. He's bit the fucking dust. Is this it? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's the Amex. Mouse, where the fuck you go? This is it. Huh. Hence single racer. Now, check this shit out. Where the fuck am I? There I am. Back here. So we got me back there. We got Johnny Full in the fucking Nova right here. Here's the single racer mobile. And now we'll go. Ready, set, and... Fucking thing sounds awesome. Uh-oh, Humble's on my ass. You think that's a knife? This is a knife, man. See you, Michael. Fucking kicks ass too. Single racer, Australia. He's a good fucking guy. I like Michael. He's a good shit. Slow in, fast out. Hey, mate. Look at the fucking wheels. They look amazing. You know, I'm not that crazy about these newer style fucking cars. What happened to the screens? You got robbed. You should have. They look funny. I don't know why it looks like that. They should have the good screens. What a blocky fucking car. But, welcome to reality. Check this shit out, though. That is cool. If it wasn't for him, I never would have even monkeyed with that car. All right, guys. We've had the banana. Now let's see what the final verdict is. Let's see if it'll tell us. What a big screen. Yes, it does. Okay. Best lap was made by Vanessa Villard. I must have been one of them naked broads. No, it was a 66 Corvette. That was the best lap. Holy shit. 426A product Viper edition. Oh, fuck yeah. It's got Beato's engine in it. Okay. Remarkable progress was shown by Hugh Hardone in the Camaro Z-28 1969 of Tay, the infamous. Okay, remarkable progress. Because I didn't go in the grass more than I did. The most consistent was Gianluca Perligano. Oh, no, wait a minute. What the fuck? Focus your eyes. What's it say? Gianluca. Gianluca Perliano. Oh, well, good for him. You had the Dodge Demon. Dragon lore. Okay. Look at this. Read him and fucking weep. Where, where the fuck am I? Okay. Best lap. Where the fuck? Come on. Light up the heart on here. All right, here it is. 131 was my best. Well, fuck. I ain't that far behind the fucking. Holy fuck! You ready to shit your pants? I told you that fucking thing was fast. There's the touring Camaro right here, Georgia Spectre. That's the car that we were fucking with all night. That was the bitch that won. Fucking A. And he ran at 88.3%, which is what we set the bastard at. Okay? Fucking bastard won. And he won by a second and a few cunt hairs. Or, small increments. Well, it'll probably get you. Nah, fuck it. Life goes on. All right. 126. That's even fit. Vanessa Vallard. Duh. Said it was the fastest one. 126. Son of a bitch. That was in that fucking A product fucking unit here. 15,000 horse. What do he have? 18,000. What the fuck did I have? 19,000. Single racer had 2,700. Wait a minute. 2,739. Fuck. Yeah, see, I had to keep that down for Michael. Michael don't like the high test fucking units. He don't dig it. 22,074 horse in the fucking Nova, Blackstone Nova. I mean, he's got some shit ass fucking 27,000 horse. You can't go 22,000, 6,188. So he was a low ball. And that'd be the same thing. 25,000 horse. Look at that fucking power range. This had 1,000 horse. 15,000. 15,000. Yeah, if you can go by that. I think it's a lot of fiddly widdly.